Good morning, folks. Milo G here from matrix888.org and gematria.com. Today is September the 12th, 2019. We're back on our free daily video again. Let me just give you a quick recap on our last video. On September 8th, we won again with the Los Angeles Dodgers' -1 run. They've beat the San Francisco Giants in Game 3 of the series 5-0. And this puts us in 5-0 in the last 5 free videos. So we're 5-0. Let's go for number 6 today. Let's win 6 in a row now. And just to remind everyone, we are a group that is involved in a study called Gematria. It's a study developed to calculate the values of individual words, letters, and phrases. Many detailed scientific reports claim that Gematria originated first in a Syro-Babylonian Greek system of coded numerology, adopted to the Jewish culture as well. And I've mentioned many times in my videos that we believe that we're in a coded matrix, that everything has a purpose, time, and place. And it was found that the earliest known usage of Gematria was recorded on a Babylonian clay tablet, which claims that the Assyrian king Sargon II, who ruled between years 722 and 705 BC, required the wall surrounding his palace at Horsabat to possess a perimeter of 16,283 cubits, in accord with the gematria of his name. So I encourage everyone to learn the study, browse through our website, learn what gematria is, and we provide 103 exclusive calculators that nobody has in the world. So I encourage everyone to sign up with our website, okay? It costs only $1.01 per day, which is less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So let me give you a quick, the full recap, and the full recap between September 8th of the last video and today. We went on an 8-4 run, which was a great achievement for us. First, on September 8th, besides the winning video with Los Angeles Dodgers at -1, I'm showing you here the screen, the premier access screen. Here is Zach Hansen from Minnesota, who provided a great research on the NFL games. First Ravens Dolphins. Then he had a pick on Minnesota Vikings money line -175. He won that one. And his second pick was the Kansas City Chiefs -2 at -160. The Chiefs also won their game against the Jaguars. So this put us at 3-0, for the day. And that day, September 8th, ended with a great win of Barry Tillis, who picked the Washington Nationals with Max Scherzer and the money line -118 to win Game 4 of the series versus Atlanta. After losing 3 straight, Washington won that game. I believe it was 9-4 or something like that. But they won the game convincingly, so a great win for Barry. In the following date of September 9, we kind of had a limited activities. Here is one good analysis of the game between LA Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. We've had limited activities and that day. Here is 2 more games analyzed: Broncos Raiders and Texans Saints. One pick of Barry Tillis, a great pick for him. He picked up the Atlanta Braves with Mark Fultinovich to win after the first 5 innings on the money line +120. They beat Philadelphia 4-1. After the first 5 innings in that game. So this put us at 5-0 for the day. Then there was a one tip from Ranger 77. And as I mentioned, that we primarily provide tips in the NFL and the college football, because I already mentioned many times before that it's not good to bet against the point spread system. This is the reason why we primarily provide tips, which are not official picks. But anyway, he had New Orleans Saints with -4.5 points at -155, and this tip lost. Well, they rigged and fixed this game by the numbers. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna run Zach Hubbard, because another subscriber sent me a new video from him talking about exactly about this game, Saints Texans, the way they rigged it. So Here is Zach again. I'm just playing as part of his video to you for you to understand that.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker. September 9th, 2019, the first Monday Night Football game of the 100th NFL season. The season that will conclude with Super Bowl 54 just ended. And I want you to understand just how fixed the ending was and why you should sign up for my Patreon page, especially if you bet on sports, because every day we put out winning knowledge. So let's start with the under on this game, the over-under. The over-under was at 52 points, and the majority of the public bet on the under in this game, which was foolish, and the reason they bet that is because they don't know the code with which the games are rigged by. 54 was the number of this game. And understand, there's no more 54 team in the league than the Saints. Notice Drew Brees in the language of gematria sums to 54. So does New Orleans. When you see the over-under in the range of 54, you know it's going to be there. And I want to go back to Drew Brees. Notice in gematria, Drew Brees also sums to 99. If you're new here, there are 4 base ciphers and you want to know all 4. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, the reverse alphabetic order, and the reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. That's where Drew Brees and New Orleans both sum to 54. For a long period in the game, there were 45 points on the board. And of course, today's September 9th, 9-9. The Houston Texans today, by losing, fell to 9-9 in season openers to Drew Brees on September 9th. And Drew Brees, he picked up his 156th career win today, 156th in the regular season. Notice Houston Texans equals 156. Notice the 51 as well. Remember how they hosted Super Bowl 51? Notice the 66 as well. Deshaun Watson became 6-6 away in the regular season for his career. Again, you learn this language, you can see how the games are fixed and rigged.
He's absolutely correct on that one. I'm just going to add to it. Look at the scoreboard in this game here that ended up, the Saints won 30-28. Look at what's going on here. I mean, with 50 seconds left, New Orleans kicked a field goal, and they were 27-21 lead in this point. And then, and the official spread line was at -6.5 points. So it was anybody's game at that point if you follow the spread line, of course, because a lot of people bet on the original spread line. And look at what happened next. With exactly 37 seconds left in the game, Deshaun Watson passed the goal to Kenny Stills down to the middle for 37-yard touchdown. Why 37? Well, 37 was very important for that day. Look at this game. The game was played on September 9. So look at the short day numerology. 9 plus 9 plus 19 is 37. That's not an accident. Then look at the date numerology written. September 9 is 58 in Chaldean gematria. 58. Why 58 is so important? Look at what happened in the end. The winning field goal exactly at the 58-yard. How has that happened, guys? So everything is happening by the numbers here. This is why I have been advocating to stay away from the point spread system. And if you bet in the NFL or on a college football, you definitely need to look to buy some points. And I'm going to spend more time discussing this. So let's go back to Zach, who was bringing a little bit more information about this game, which I believe was valuable.
Every day teach you how to do this, all the gematria, and pay $50 a week for easily $5 a month. I did this. The reason I charge people don't have a lot of money, $1 into $20. So, and also just one more thing. I mean, if you watched the game, you saw what happened at the end. Saints add on to the lead with a field goal. They go up 27-21. There's 50 seconds on the board. The Texans run 2 plays, score a touchdown to take the lead, or actually to tie it up 27-27. Then you can see the kicker purposefully misses the extra point to keep it at 54 points. Then the refs call a chintzy foul. It's all part of the script. It's all the theater. This is just completely rigged and fixed. And they get an extra kick. They go up 28-30. Look at what the Texans did on defense. The announcers even called it out. Why are they playing defense like that? Why are they playing 30 yards back, giving the Saints the position on the field they need? Well, you know why. Because it's all fixed. It's the WWE. And, you got calls in the game like, wow, Kamara, number 41 for 41 yards with number 41 defending him. It's just in your face that it's a numerical ritual. It's because Masons run the show. Masons are obsessed with numerology, this practice of letters and numbers, which comes from Kabbalah, which is called Gematria. By the way, 58 points, Freemasonry is 58. Most pure cipher, Freemasonry. American football is credited to the Freemason Walter Camp. And it was a 58-yard field goal as well at the end to give you the 58 combined points. 30-date numerology, 30 points, the winning score. Today leaves 113 days left in the year, which is the 30th prime number. I told people on Patreon 30 would probably be a huge number today. In the Mets game.
Okay, so he went on, but I don't want to spend more time. I just wanted to prove that to you, that you have to be really careful with those NFL and college football games, because most of them are very, very much rigged by the numbers. So the only way to play them is to buy points. And I say buy points, not just look for a half a point or open so many different accounts and look for a half a point. You really need to buy at least a point and a half in every game if you want to stay on top of it. It's still no guarantee like in this game. So let me go back to what we've done after that. In the following day, September 10th, we had an extremely bad day. I took the Atlanta Braves Philadelphia Phillies under 10.5 runs, alternative game total of minus 140. This game ended up, unfortunately, 6-5. So this was a loss. Larry took the Houston Astros. He was going for his 10th win in a row. He took Houston Astros with million. They lost the game miserably, I think, like by 15 runs or something. Barry also lost with Texas Rangers with Lance Lynn, plus 1.5 runs, minus 130. They lost 3-5. So at that point, we are 5-3. And last night, I played St. Louis Cardinals with Hudson, minus 1 run, minus 135. This was a loser. St. Louis lost 2-1 from Colorado, second game in a row. And one good win for Larry. Larry, who is 10-1 in the last 11. He played Seattle Mariners, Cincinnati Reds. Overall alternative game total of 7.5 at minus 140, and he won because the game ended 5-3. This is why it's so important to buy even half a run, because the market was moving up. So when you play the over, the only way you can do it is buy half a run in the way down, because no book will give you minus 110 odds for over 7.5 runs. No way. So you had to buy this half run. And then the day yesterday concluded with 2 great wins in a live soccer for me. I played in Indonesia League One. I play a team to score a first goal, and with odds plus 130. Persipura is the name of the team. They did score this. This was a winner. And then I had another game played in Spain when I played again for my team to score a first goal with odds of minus 110, and they did. So with that, we ended up 8-4 in picks between September 8th and September 12th. So without further ado, because we're within the 14 minutes of the video, if you want to sign up with us, go click on membership, look it up, the information, how to sign up. We have the info available there, and then you can click on register and sign up. So let me just concentrate on our free pick today. Our free pick today, we're going to Philadelphia, where Philadelphia Phillies are hosting Atlanta Braves at Citizen Bank Park. Atlanta Braves won last night in a low-scoring game, 3-1. Great pitching matchup between Zach Eflin and Keuchel. Today we have a similar matchup, guys. Look at who is pitching today. Julio Teheran for the Braves, who was excellent in his last 4 starts. He allowed only 3 runs. On the other hand, we have Drew Smyly, who has been outstanding in his last 2 games, allowing only 1 run. And his last game on the road, Smyly blanked the Mets 5-0. He never faced the Atlanta, so Atlanta might have problems against him. On the other hand, Teheran has a 1-1 record versus the Braves. His last 3 starts were not that good, but I think he will be looking to improve, and especially after those strong last 4 starts where he was 3-0 with only 3 runs allowed. I'm going to be looking for a low-scoring game again. I'm going to be looking for a low-scoring game again. I've run some codes for the under here, and just to quickly scroll, and we have one good code, 156.911, which comes right after the yesterday 9/11 day, and couple of codes that matching the date numerology, like 17, like 20. Here I'm scrolling all the way, like 89, like 42, like 21. All these codes are in play for the under. And let's look it up. The lines here. So the line for this game opened at 9.5 and is moving higher. You see, this only we have 10s, and we have only 10s in this game. Atlanta Tiger, we have only 10s in this game at this point, and 9.5. So the way this market is moving, I was looking the alternative lines at Bet 365. Here it is, and I find it very good that they give you lines between 8 and 12 runs. See this? So the best line I can find out right now is under 10.5 runs at -145. So my pick today is Atlanta Braves at Philadelphia Phillies, going under 10.5 runs and -145. Of course, if the market continues going up, and if we ended up in the line at 10.5, you might be able to pick it up at a better price at -120 or even lower. So you should wait, but at the time I'm giving the free pick today, under 10.5 runs is at -140. Now let me give you a quick explanation before I ended up with the video why it's so important to buy points and to buy those runs. Okay, some people suggested that you can open different accounts and bookmakers and don't need to buy points. I definitely disagree with that. As you saw, there is not much difference in bookmakers, no more than a half a point, and you can very rarely when you want to bet against the market, it's always good to wait, because when the market goes up and you are betting the under, then it's good to wait. But when the market is going up and you're betting on the over, you should run and basically pick up a line as soon as you can. And if you buy in a half a run, because let's say if you have over 9 runs and you play over 8.5, you really need to book this as soon as possible, because the prices will be more and more expensive. So even one of the leading handicappers in the world, DeMarco Sports, they even advise, like I say, because I've been doing this since 1978, they even advise that it's better always to buy some points, like buy half a point. Even in the NHL, buy a point, buy 1.5. This will help you dramatically, because a large percentage, I would say over 20% of those games end up at the point spread. Like last night, we had the Seattle at Cincinnati Great play by Larry, who played over 7.5 at minus 140. At the game ended up 5-3. So the line was at 8 points. If you didn't buy a half a point in the way down, you would have ended up in a push, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, guys, so with that say, I wish everybody good luck. If you like this video, give us thumbs up and you subscribe to that channel. We look forward to seeing you again. I wish you best of luck, all the best, and we'll be back again, guys. Good luck.